Eurocad. Okay, so I've actually been watching this one really closely. I did take a trade. I think this was actually the exact setup I had here. It broke my 1 hour zone with this huge candle, so I did enter here, and then it ended up, I did get stopped out, and it did decide to break, did decide to create this bull structure on this 1 hour time frame, higher high, higher low. So yeah, I did get stopped out, but I'm looking to re-enter when the time is right. So we'll just adjust this. This is actually great. I can break this all down for you guys. This 147 level was holding very significant, so sometimes you lose really high probable trade. It does happen. So we had nice bearish structure out of this zone, bearish engulfing candle. I guess you had a lot of support here, and I was banking on it breaking, and it didn't. So now it's going back up and it's retesting these levels. I don't think it's going to break above 148, but we will see. I do think the euro pairs overall are going to sell off, but we'll clean this up and we'll figure out kind of what we're looking at here. The only thing, so price was, I believe when I took the trade, price was above this 4 hour moving average, which I don't usually do, and I paid the price for it. So I think it was just above it. So, but it was below the other moving averages, the lower time frame ones. So ideally, I don't take trades until price is below, or is the trend aligns, every single moving average aligns with the trend, and price is either below or above them, all connectedly. So they'll have to be relatively the same. So this is the zone I'm looking at so far is 148 here. We'll include all these wicks, I guess. We'll just drag this over. So this is a main zone. I'm not looking for any more trades on this pair until a few things. So until next month, most likely. I do want to short this, and which kind of goes against my philosophy, but I think this daily is getting weaker and weaker. I don't have to short this, but I definitely don't want to buy it. I don't think it's that bullish, and I do think it's selling off. This is a major area that it seems to be really struggling with. I mean, if it breaks 148, yes, maybe it'll go higher, but again, I don't really know if it's going to go much higher than 148.5, 148.8. So there's two major upper liquidity areas here that price would have to break, and I don't think it will. I think the euro is selling off. So I'm more interested in short positions, and they might take a while, especially if I want to be highly probable, which that is all I want. That is the only setups I want. So I need price to break this major area here, this 140, below 147 obviously, but this liquidity area is huge. So it's kind of, I believe it's just ranging right now. I think it's going to pop between these two zones. It might be placing its new lower high. So we have this lower high relative to this one, and so maybe it's just creating our new lower high relative to this area. So as far as this goes, my main kind of zone here I'm looking at is just these wicks here, and just seeing how price reacts in this little zone here, this daily zone, seeing what it does. And then what I would be looking for, if I can get the good risk to reward, if I can get all the structure I want, I'm going to clean up this. Actually, this is the daily liquidity area, but I'm going to create a 4 hour liquidity area, and I'm going to watch this. If price, I'm going to set an alert here. If price breaks this area, then I'm going to be interested in a trade, and because that means I'm going to try to redeem myself only if everything's right, because I did lose a trade on this, and I get a little pissy when I lose trades, only because this was such a good setup. It was a textbook perfect setup, other than the one moving average, which it was basically, I think it had crossed here. I think I took the position right around here, so I think it actually was below the moving average. So I really want to redeem myself. So if price breaks this area here, this 4 hour liquidity area, you can see it actually functioned as, this is a major area, guys. So you can see price, broke this area, retested a bunch of times here, and then started, gained support here, which I should have noticed, but I just kind of hoped that it wouldn't break my area up. I think it was like right here was where my stop was. But anyways, it did break that, and it started to create support here, which makes sense that it, it broke through there. But now it came, price came, broke above this zone, retested a bunch of times, created this liquidity area here. So I'll tighten it up just to make it real clear, but it does extend all the way through here. But this is our main area. So this 147, again, basically 147 even, is kind of what I'm looking for price to break. And then, but this is where things get different. So Let me just put this in and then I'll explain everything to you guys. So 147 is my main price that I want it to, to be broken, obviously. And then if that happens, then we will definitely be below this 4-hour moving average. We'll be below the 1-hour moving average, and it'll demonstrate that structure has completely changed. So right now in this 1-hour time frame, you have higher highs, higher lows. So this is textbook bull structure. But once price breaks this, then you have bear structure again, and prices below your moving averages. And then also you have newly bear structure on this 4-hour time frame, in the sense that you have you have lower lows and lower highs. So here to here to here to here, and then boom, our new low after this, if my theory is correct, if price comes down, breaks this 147 area, breaks this moving average, and again, this might be next month, but it's going to break all of these, which are these are the previous lows. It's going to create a new low, and that's really going to signal to us that we are going bearish, and we are going to start targeting lower lows. You can see all the support is right here in this area, and then after this is broken, it's all the way down here. And I'm going to target the full monthly range, which is about 550 pips on Eurocad, and it's way down here at the top of this zone. So I think it's going to break this area. I think it's going to break this zone, then it's going to break this zone, and I think it's going to end up at 143.5 towards the end of the month, and it'll be something like this. We're looking for October here, so I think it'll play out something like this. We can put a position here. This is obviously super early and is not accurate whatsoever, but this is kind of the play I'm looking at all the way to October 1st. I like to base my trades on the monthly move, even if I don't hold them for the full month. Sometimes they do the full monthly move in a week, so those are my favorite, because you just make the full month of profit in a week, and then you close the trade, you don't look at it, and you just count your money, and life's good. So that's the trading I like to do. So again, I mean, this is a little confusing now. There's lots of lines, but yeah, looking for price to break this 147 area, and then looking for an entry roughly something like this, and then obviously we'll just adjust our stop as we see fit, figure out our high for the month, figure out our low, and then that's our target for Eurocad. So I got my alert set, I do believe. I did set it. Yep, little alert right here at 146.93, just below this zone here. Just below this 147 zone. And then once price hits that, then I'm going to look at this and I'm going to take an entry. And yeah, if you guys are interested in this, I can follow up in a few days at the end of the month and just see how this is closing for the month. And then if you want my exact entries, and if you want to talk setups, anything like that, if you're curious, if you want more information about trading or anything at all, just join my WhatsApp group. I'm very active in that. I'll answer you right away. Like, my phone's on me. Even when I'm on vacation, I'll answer that. I'm going to be slow. YouTube's going to be slowing down a little bit just because I'm going to be on vacation. So if you're interested in learning more, if you're taking positions and you just want some insight, some assistance, whatever, join the WhatsApp and I'll get to you right away. So, and I'll give you my own entries, my own take profits, my stops, everything. So we're in this together. Trading is a journey. It's better done together. It's very difficult by yourself. It's very difficult with a good community. So that's my take on Eurocad, and I'll see you guys in the next one.